Hello guys, I hope you're okay today and that you're ready for a new lesson. In today's class, we're going to study the adjectives, right? This is a topic you have studied before and I believe you won't have too many problems with that, okay? So let's start. When we talk about adjectives, we talk about words that describe nouns, right? Such as people, places, things, and ideas, right? So basically, adjectives make nouns more interesting, right? Let's see an example. We say, ethical employers follow the laws. Ethical describes employers, alright? Let's see. Discrimination is illegal. Illegal describes discrimination. You see? Easy as that. Now, let's see some rules about adjectives, right? About the use of adjectives. Adjectives usually go before nouns, not after. This is a big difference within the English language and the Spanish one, right? We have women and men have the right to equal pay, not women and men have the right to pay equal. No, right? Workers have legal rights to fair treatment. Workers have rights legal to treatment fair. That's incorrect, right? Remember, before the noun, not after. However, adjectives can go after be or after linking verbs like become, look, feel, sound, smell, taste, seem, and appear. In this case, let's see the example. My company is an ethical employer. This would be the basic rule, right? But what about if we say the job looks safe? Now you see that the verb looks, is a linking verb, alright? Since we have this linking verb, we can have now an adjective later. Let's continue. The boss seems nice. Again, we have a linking verb here. Alright? Now, something you need to learn here is which of the verbs are linking, right? So you go back to this lesson and you need to memorize you need to memorize most of the verbs, right? For you to recognize them easily. Let's continue. Adjectives do not have plural forms. Do not add s. Okay, for example, this is your legal right. These are your legal rights. Never ever said these are your legal rights. Never, right? So we never add an s. Ethical employers create an ethical workplace. Ethical employers create an ethical workplace. So, as you see, we do not add the s. Use an, not a, before an adjective that starts with a vowel sound with a singular count noun. Okay, let's see. An ethical employer means an ethical workplace. An ethical employer means, you see, since this is a vowel, we're going to use the article an, right? Even though this is an adjective, not a noun. Okay, so be careful with that. I have another example. Don't use an unsafe machine without training. Don't use an unsafe machine. Again, the same rule. In here, we're going to make a linked sound. We're going to say, don't use an unsafe. An unsafe. Okay, try this at home. An unsafe. So we link the sounds. Let's continue. Using nouns as adjectives. You can use some nouns as adjectives before other nouns. Do not make these plural. Workers have safety rights. They also have health rights. As you see here, health is a noun. But in here, it is taking the place of an adjective. We call these nouns modifiers because they modify another noun. Okay, so the same rule applies, right? We do not pluralize these nouns or these modifiers since they are adjectives. Okay, let's continue. To describe the age or duration of a noun, you can use expressions like 50-year-old or 6 months as adjectives before the noun. Notice that the age and times nouns, year, are always singular, never plural. This is a rule that we're going to see frequently, right? We never pluralize adjectives. So we are not going to say she is a 15 years old girl. No, never ever. We're going to use the adjective in that singular way, always. So we will say 15-year-old teenagers work in some restaurants. So we do not say 15 years old teenagers work in some restaurants. You see? So though they are many years, 15 in fact, we do not pluralize. And we use hyphen. You see that? It's really important. I want to take a 6-month course in green office design. Never, I want to take a 6 months, never the S there, course. Excellent. So you need to memorize these rules, right? Now, this is important. When we have several adjectives, it's important that we know the order in which we are going to place them. For knowing this order, we need to learn this, right? This is the order we are going to follow when having many adjectives describing a noun. Let's see. We're going to place first the adjectives that state opinion. For example, beautiful, nice. Later, the adjectives that state size, big, long. Quality, free, safe. Age, old, young. Shape, round, square. Color, blue, red. Origin, Canadian. Thigh. Material, cotton. Leather. Type, evening. Training. Now, let's see some examples. When you use 2 or more adjectives before a noun, use the order in the chart above, from left to right. And we will say, she drives an old Japanese car to work. As you see here, we have 2 adjectives. And we have followed the order. First, age, you see, and later, origin. So, another example. He wears black leather boots. Again, 2 adjectives. The first one is the adjective that describes color, as in here, and later we have the adjective that describes the material, as it goes in here in the chart. We will say, there is an interesting new safety course at work. We have here 3 different adjectives. First, the adjective that states the opinion. Later we have the age, and later we have the type. As you see, they follow this order again. So you will listen to some native speakers say, for example, there's a new safety interesting, or there is a new interesting safety course at work. Okay, they sometimes use the adjectives or place the adjectives indistinctively, right? They do not care about this order. But that is informal English. And remember that we're learning academic English. This means formal English. So, for you to speak properly, you need to learn this order. Now, let's talk a little bit about the adjectives ending in ed or ing. These adjectives have a name. The name is participles. We have past participle adjectives and we have present participle adjectives. Okay, let's see. Use ed adjectives or past participle adjectives to describe how a person feels. I'm interested in workers' rights. I get bored when I work by myself. What are you interested in? When do you get bored? So you see, these are adjectives ending in ed. Again, these are called past participles adjectives, if you want, past participle adjectives. Now, we have the ing adjectives or the present participle adjectives to say what something or something is like. My new job is interesting. What's interesting for you? Working in an office is boring. What's boring for you? Here, there is a big difference within saying bored and boring, right? And I believe you know the answer. If you do not know, ask a classmate, right? Or ask me. Then we have some more rules. Let's go over them quickly. You usually need a noun or pronoun after an adjective. I have a black shirt and a beige shirt. A beige one. This is a pronoun, this is a noun, and this is a noun. Adjectives are always together with a noun. We do not say I have a black shirt and a beige. And a beige what? So you see, we use pronouns if we do not want to repeat the noun. I wear nice clothes to work, but I don't wear expensive clothes. Expensive ones. You see, again, nouns. I don't wear expensive. In Spanish, we can say, yo compro ropa cara. No me gusta la barata. Okay, in Spanish, it is okay to use adjectives without nouns, but that is not possible in English. Adjectives follow a measurement, a noun, years, feet, etc. Some workers in the factories are only 18 years old. That ladder is over 10 feet high. Now, these are measurement noun. Why? Because in this case they are providing a measure of time, and in here it is providing a measure of length, right? Feet high. Adjectives can follow the pronouns something, anything, and nothing. I want to wear something special. Now here we have something interesting. Since this is the pronoun, right? And we have the adjective there. I will use a different color for that. Right? Okay, now in this case, you see that with the pronouns something, anything, and nothing, the order of the adjective changes. It goes after the noun, or in this case, after the pronoun, right? So it changes the order. Are you doing anything interesting? You do not say, are you doing interesting anything this weekend? No, right? So you see, the order changes. Adjectives can follow the verb make plus an object. My boss makes me nervous. Chemicals make some people sick. And the last one, do not use these adjectives before a noun. Afraid, alike, alive, alone, sleep, awake, a word. They usually come after the verb be, never before a noun. We do not say, she is an afraid girl. No. We said, this girl is afraid. I wasn't aware of workers' rights before today. He's not asleep, he's awake. I'm afraid of heights. So basically, that will be it. If you have any question, you know that you can ask me, right? I hope you like this video, and so we continue in another class, right? Thank you very much. Have a great day.